Okay. In the previous discussion, we understood how to configure Jira and how to create a project, how to add a user to the project. Okay, so those are the responsibilities. These activities will be done by admin. Okay, then we understood how to create the version, how to create the epic, and how to add the user stories to the specific epic. Okay, and these are these activities will be done by product owner. Okay, next we understood how to create a sprint, how to add the stories to the sprint, and how to start the sprint. Okay, so these activities will be done by Scrum Master. Okay, all these things we understood very clearly in the previous discussion. Okay, now we'll try to understand the responsibilities of the Scrum team. Okay, Scrum team is nothing but the actual QA and development team or testing and development team. Okay, so when you consider a dev or development team, what are the responsibilities of the development team? Development team will be doing they're implementing the feature. After implementing, they will do the unit testing. After the unit testing, they will move the story into testing, right? They will implement the feature, and after implementation, it will be reviewed by the team lead. After reviewing, if it is okay, then they will do one round of unit testing. Once unit testing is done, it will be feature will be given for the testing. Okay, it will be moved to testing. Okay, after that QA team, what they will do? What are the tasks of the QA? They will go through the requirement and they will understand the requirement. Then they will write the test cases. Test cases will be reviewed. After reviewing, they will update the test case depending upon the review comments. Then they will execute the test cases. While executing the test cases, if they get any bug or defect, they will log that defect or bug. Then they will retest. Okay, and if everything works fine, then they will close the activity. Okay, they will pass the test case. Okay, we can say they will pass the test case. So here, when you consider actual team or Scrum team, okay, the actual Scrum team is nothing but a development team and testing team. Development team is having their own responsibilities or tasks. Okay, what are the tasks? Writing the code, reviewing the code, and unit testing. Then if you consider the testing or QA team, they are having the tasks like writing the test case, reviewing the test case, updating the test cases based on the review comments, executing the test case. While executing, if something fails, then log a or report a bug or defect, then retest after fixing that defect, then pass or fail the test case. Okay, so there are some tasks those belongs to dev team and some tasks those belong to QA team. QA team are responsible to perform some tasks and development team is responsible to perform some tasks. Okay, so in this Jira, we have to do some activities as a Scrum team. As a Scrum team, we need to do some activities. So, okay, so those activities will be tracked, okay, as a part of Jira with the name called task. Okay, so already we know how to create the project, how to create the sprint, how to create the stories, epic, and how to start the sprint and all. Okay, so each and every story will be having development team's effort and QA team's effort. Okay, so development team will be performing some tasks for that story, particular story, and QA team will be performing their tasks as a part of a specified story. Okay, so for example, previously we have discussed two stories, right? One story is, as a user, I should be able to search for a product or an item. Okay, so for that story, okay, searching for a product, right? Okay, for this story, as a developer, they should write the code, review the code, and then unit test. After implementing or writing the code, then they need to test the uh, feature, searching feature as a part of unit testing. These are the tasks done by the development team. And for QA, they need to write the test case for the searching functionality, and it should be reviewed, then updation of the test case, then execution of the test case. After that, logging a bug, if anything, then passing the test case or failing the test case. Okay, these are the tasks. So here, as a part of dev team, means the dev team should be responsible to perform some tasks, and QA team is responsible to perform some tasks. So to track them, we need to create tasks for dev as well as for QA. Okay, so dev team is responsible to create some tasks, and QA team is also responsible for creating the task. Okay, previously admin, product owner, and scrum master done some activities as a part of Jira. Now scrum team, means development team, and QA team is responsible to perform some activities, that is creating the task. Okay, so how to create the task? Okay, so these are the steps here. These are the steps to create the task. First, you need to go to active sprint, then click on the story, create a subtask assigned to user. Okay, so we'll see that practically how to perform that activity. So here, what I did, let us come from first. Okay, just I am going to Jira board. Okay, it is for our understanding. Okay, I am coming from first. Okay, now instead of starting in the middle, it's better to go from first, so that the flow will be clear for each and every person who is going through this video. Okay, so just I went to Jira board by clicking on these 9 dots at the left top corner. Then I am able to see my project here, that is easy cart. Just I am clicking on this easy cart. After clicking on easy cart, now I am able to see the project dashboard. In this project dashboard, I need to go to active sprint. By default, active sprint got selected, and I am able to see the stories or list of stories under this sprint. Okay, there are two stories, right? How many stories are there? Two stories. One is, as a user, I can search and add the item to the cart. Second one, as a user, I can search. Sorry, I have added CM. Second. Okay, as a user, I can add the searched item to the cart. Okay, so there are two stories. Okay, as a user, I can add the searched item to the cart. Okay, so there are two stories. If, as already we discussed, if I am a Scrum team member, or I am a developer or a tester, okay, then I need to add some tasks, whatever the tasks or work I am going to perform as a part of each and every story. I need to add them as a task, so that what I am doing, first I am adding my tasks to this story, first story, that is, as a user, I can search for an item or a product. Okay, just click on this one. Just I am clicking on this story. Okay, when I clicked on this story, so it too opens with some interface like this. Okay, this is the interface. Here what I am doing, just I am adding the task. How to add the task or subtask? Here there is an option called create subtask. After the header or summary of the story, as a user I can search for an item or a product. Below that I am able to see the link called create subtask. Just click on this. Okay, so here the first task of, for example, I am adding the task for the developer. Then what are the developer tasks? Coding, right? Coding for search functionality, right? Okay, just click on create. Next, just click on this plus icon. Okay, next, what is this? Next task of developer is review the written code or implemented code. Okay, just create. Next, unit testing for search functionality. Means developer is responsible. Just click on create. Developer is responsible to perform these three activities, that is coding for search functionality or implementation of search functionality, then reviewing the written code. Next, unit testing for the search functionality. Okay, next, as a tester I'll be having some activities, right? What are those activities? I need to write the test case. Write the test case for search functionality or feature. Okay, this is my first task. Create. Next, review the test case. Review the test case. After writing the test case, it should be get it reviewed. Okay, you should review the, if I am a tester, I should review the test case of others. Okay, and my test case will be reviewed by other person. Okay, so review the test case. Next, after reviewing the test case execution or test case updation. Test case updation based on review comments. If there are some review comments, okay, to update or modify my test case, just I am going through those review comments and I am doing this activity, updating. Okay, next, execution, actual execution of the test case. When feature is developed and it will be moved to the tester for the testing, right? Then I need to execute the test case. Okay, so execute the test case. Next, logging a bug or reporting a bug. If I found any bug or defect while testing that feature, I need to report the bug, right? Reporting the bug. Then when I reported bug, if it get fixed or developer fixes that bug or defect, then I need to retest the bug, right? So retesting the bug. Okay. Then pass or failing the test case. Okay. So these are the activities under this story, first story. Now you are able to see the task, right? As a user, I can search for an item or product. This is the story. And under this story, there are many tasks I added. Okay, as a developer, there will be some tasks. As a tester, there will be some tasks. Okay, now all these are in to-do list. If you want to add tasks for next story, you can add the same thing. Okay, just click on next story. Okay, after that, here you are able to see the create subtask. Just click on this create a subtask. I have just clicked on create subtask. Here need to enter the same thing. Coding for a developer, coding for adding item to cart, review, next unit testing. Okay, so create as a tester, writing the test case, writing, then reviewing the test case, review the test case, then after that test case updation, next execution of the test case, next reporting a bug, pre-testing the bug. Okay, pre-testing the bug. Okay, so these are QA activities. I added all these activities as a part of story number 2. Okay, so these are the activities under story number 1 and 2 respectively. Okay, now for example, developer started with the coding activity. Okay, so this will be moved to in progress. Just drag and drop this one to the in progress, because already developer started with coding for the search functionality. So now it is in progress. Okay, next, once coding is done, it will be moved to done. Just drag and drop. Okay, just drag and drop. Okay, done. Next, reviewing also done. Okay, so I moved it into in progress. Next, done. Unit testing, they are doing unit testing, it's in progress. While they are doing unit testing, I am writing my test case as a tester. Okay, I have written test case, and review is also in progress. Okay, so when review is complete, okay, then test case is also complete. Next, I am started execution test case. Okay, here already unit testing is completed by the development team. Okay, so I am moving that into done. Now execution is in progress. While executing, I found a bug, so that reporting a bug, means bug reporting is in progress. Okay, next, I reported a bug and it got fixed. So I am retesting the bug. Next, reporting a bug is finished. Okay, retesting is also finished, and this one is also execution is also finished. And now pass or fail, I done that one, means I marked as a pass or fail, and it is done. Everything is passed just. Okay, next, forward this one, just moving this one to also done. Okay, all are done for story 1. So update parent issue, all the subtasks for parent issue EAS2 are now done. Do you want to update this parent issue to match? Means I have created so many tasks under this story, right? Okay, all those are completed, means they are moved into done. So it is asking, system is automatically asking whether you want to update the parent issue. Parent issue means the story to be means still it is in to do, right? When you click on this update, it will be moved into done. Just I am clicking on update because already I have done all the tasks under story. Okay, so now story is completed, so just I am clicking on update. So this is done. Now this story is completed. So here I am able to see it is the status of this one as a done. Okay, if you want to See, we can see here. Okay, so this is done. There are 10 subtasks under this one, and all those are completed. So that is what. Okay, so here there are total 10 subtasks under this. As a user, I can search for an item or a product story. There are 10 subtasks. These are completed, and also story is completed. Now, next story is this one. As a user, I can add the searchlight onto the cart. Okay, so the same thing. Coding is started, means it's in progress. Review is in progress, and review is completed. So that coding is completed. Now unit testing is in progress. Now I am writing the test case. Okay, reviewing the test case is in progress. So now unit testing is completed. Test case writing, reviewing is completed, and writing is completed. Next, test case updation is going on. Test case updation is completed. Now execution is in progress, and now I am able to report a bug. Okay, so it's in progress. Once I reported bug, it got fixed. So I am retesting that bug. It is in progress. So I am retested. Okay, next, execution is still in progress. Okay, so while executing again, if there is one more bug, then you need to log that bug. Okay, so as a part of this process, we'll try to understand how to log the bug. As a QA, if I am a tester or QA, I should be able to report the bug or defect. If I found any defect or bug, okay, while testing my functionality or feature, I should be able to report that bug. Okay, how to create that bug or report that bug in Jira tool. Okay, so this is the procedure for that. Okay, how to create the bug? Just you need to go to top navigation and click on create, select issue type as a bug, and enter necessary details and create. Okay, for example, I think you people are able to understand what I am saying. As a tester, I am verifying the functionality. What functionality I am verifying? Searching functionality. Okay, or adding the searched item to the cart. To the cart. For example, I searched for something like Realme phone, okay, or mobile. After searching, I got some products here, okay, Realme 5, Realme 6, Realme 10, like this. If I click on this item, okay, it should be able to open, means that item is opening, Realme 5, and here I should be able to have a button called add to cart. If I click on this button add to cart, this should be added to the cart. Okay, this should be added to the cart. Okay, so that is the functionality. Here, while I am testing as a tester or QA, if I am testing this functionality, what is happening? I am able to search for the item, but when I click on particular item, that item page is opened and I am able to see the add button. But when I click on add button, I am unable to add that item, or that item is not getting added to the cart, okay, or basket. So that is the issue or bug or defect, right? So I need to report that bug or defect to the developer. How to do that? How to do that? Here is the procedure. You need to go to top navigation. Okay, let us try to create a bug now. Here, there is a option called create, right? Just go to this create. Okay, here by default, issue type is story, right? Issue type selected from the drop down is story. Instead of this, you select it as a bug. Okay, you select it as a bug. Okay, I selected a bug as a issue type. Then you mention the summary. What is the summary, or what is the what type of issue I am facing is user is unable to add the item to cart. Okay, so user is unable to add an item to the cart. Okay, so this is the summary. Okay, this is the issue. Okay, just I am mentioning the same in the description. I am mentioning same in the description. Okay, user is unable to add the item to cart. Add an item to cart. What are the means you need to provide the information, more information here. Test data. What is the test data you used? Means as a user you logged in, right? You need to provide the username details or credentials. Username, for example, sharan at gmail, or you can say as easycart.com. Okay, this is my username and my password is password at 123. Okay, that is my test data. Okay, by using this detail, you can reproduce the issue or bug or defect. Steps to reproduce. So what are the steps to follow to reproduce the bug? Steps to reproduce. So that when you log a bug as a tester, when you log or report this bug, then developer should be able to again reproduce this issue, right? To means to know what is happening exactly. So what is the procedure? Login into www.easycart.com with the above credentials. Okay, what are the credentials? Already I have mentioned the credentials. Okay, username and password or email and password. Next, search for an item. Okay, example, Realme 5. Okay, Realme 5. Next, click on search result product. Okay, next, after that click on add item. Okay, click on add item button. Just click on add item button. Okay, add item button. After clicking on that, what is the expected result? What is the expectation? Expected functionality or expected behavior is item should be added to the cart. Item should be added to the cart. That is the expectation. Okay. So what is the actual thing happening now? The actual thing happening is item is not getting added to the cart after clicking on add item button. So that is the issue. Okay, actual result. What is the actual result? You can just mention as a expectation, or you can make it as a expected result. Okay, there is no hard and fast rule like you need to make it as expected result. You can make it as a expected also or expectation also, and here actual result. Okay, so expected result, item should be added to the cart, but actual what is happening, item is not getting added to the cart after clicking on add item button. So this is the bug. So that by going through this description and steps, developer can reproduce this bug and they can understand what is the issue and they can fix this issue or bug or defect. Okay. Next, reporter. Who is reporting this bug? I am reporting. So my name is here. Okay. I am creating this bug, right? So that my name is selected by default. Next, fixed version. It should be fixed in this project version AS001. Priority, it is very high priority. If you want to make it as a highest, you can make it as a highest depending upon the priority. Next, if you have any screenshots or any type of what do you call attachments, you can add here. Okay. If nothing, just leave it. Affected version. So this is the affected version. Okay. Next, select an issue. So this is related to which story? As a user, I can search for an item or a product. I am able to search for an item or product, but issue is related with the story. That is, user should be able to add an item to the cart, searched item to the cart, but I am able to search and I am not able to add. So that I am selecting this one. This comes under this story. Next, assigning. If you want to assign this one to the developer or particular developer who implemented that feature, okay, just select that person name. For example, here I am selecting Krishna Kumar. He is the developer. Okay, so I selected him. After that, I am selecting the epic. This belongs to which epic? EAS1. And sprint, EAS sprint 01. Okay, then just click on create. What I did, just I selected issue type as a bug, then I entered summary, what is the issue in one line, then I entered all the details like the test data or user credentials used. Okay, then what are the things I did and when I got that issue. Okay, so these are the steps I followed. Then I expected or the functionality, the expectation of the behavior of that functionality or that feature is this, but currently this is what happening. Okay, I mentioned everything. Then I selected fixed version and priority as well as epic and story. Then I assigned to the particular that issue. I assigned to the particular developer who developed that one. Then just I am clicking on create. So I created a bug. Okay, so you have created EAS23 means that is the bug. Here that bug is listed under this to-do list here. User is unable to add an item to the cart. Okay, this is the bug. If you want to see the details, just click on this one. So here you are able to see the details. So this is assigned to whom? Krishna Kumar. And who is the reporter? Sharan Baswa. Okay, I am the reporter. Then which epic, which sprint, and which story, affected versions, and priority is highest. Okay, so this is the detail. If this bug got fixed and I retested this one, okay, I followed the same steps and the expected result is the same as actual results, means I am able to add the item to the cart. Then what I can do, just I can go here and I can make it as a done. Okay, if it means if means now I raised this bug and it is in to-do list. If developer is doing some activity or work on this bug, they are fixing, then you can click on in progress. Okay, so this will be moved to in progress. Now developer is doing something. Okay, after developer do something, okay, what they will do, then they will click it as means they will assign this one to the tester. Then tester will retest, means I am retesting this one. If it works fine, then I will click on done. Then it will be moved to done. Okay, this state. Okay, so this is how logging the bug or defect. While testing, if you found any defect or error or any issue, then you can create a bug and assign that to the specific developer. If you don't know the specific developer, just assign that to the development lead, so that they can take care of that bug to be assigned to the specific developer who developed that functionality. If you know clearly who developed that one and who is responsible to fix that, you can assign directly. Otherwise, you can assign that to the development lead. Then they will get the notification. Just by going through that bug, they will try to assign or reassign that bug to the specific developer. Okay, this is what the flow. So we understood how to create the bug. Now test management. Okay, test management means writing the test case, then adding that test case to the cycle, then passing or failing the test case. Okay, all those comes under test management or test case management. Okay, to do this test management or test case management, this is the activity of QA only. Bug reporting is also the activity of tester or QA, and test management is also the activity of the QA or the tester. Okay, so as a tester, I should be able to perform this test management activity. Okay, to do this test management activity, I need to have one more tool or plugin that is integrated with the Jira. Okay, here I am considering Zephyr plugin as a test case management tool. Okay, or plugin. Okay, so how to add this Zephyr to the Jira? Okay, so this is the procedure. Okay, we'll try to first add Zephyr plugin to the Jira, then we'll go for the test case creation, then execution of the test case. Okay, first we'll understand how to add this Zephyr plugin to the Jira. Okay, so what are the steps? Here I clearly already mentioned. Go to Jira top navigation, then apps. Okay, we'll follow these steps and we'll do it practically so that it will be very clear. Okay, so I am going to Jira. Here, just go to Jira software. I went to Jira software. I clicked on Jira software. Okay, now I am able to see project and everything is what are the projects are there, or those are listed here. Here there is only one project, so that is listed, easy cart. Next, apps. Go to apps. Here you are able to see apps, right? On the top navigation, here there is a apps. Click on this apps. Okay, then you can click on explore more apps. Okay, just click on explore more apps. What I did, just click on explore more apps and search for Zephyr. Here, just search for Zephyr. Zephyr. Just I am searching for the Zephyr and enter. So it is showing Zephyr plugins here or Zephyr tool. Okay, so you select any Zephyr tool. Okay, here this is the tool, Zephyr scale test management for Jira. What is the purpose of our Zephyr searching here is, or Zephyr plugin search here is to manage the test, right? Okay, as already I mentioned, so that this is the proper one, Zephyr scale test management for Jira. Just you click on this one. Okay, once you are clicking on this one, here you will get the add option, but already I added this, so that it is showing like added, right tick and added. If it is not added and this is the first time I am searching, then it will be showing like add. Okay, then you click on add. After clicking this add, okay, so after clicking means you will get the try it for free and all. Okay, when you click on add, okay, then it will be showing the success message like this. Yes, your Java plugin added successfully, like that. Okay, so already I added that plugin, so it is showing like added. So what I did, let us come from first. I went to Jira software. Here After going to Jira software, just I went to apps. Here, just I clicked on explore more apps. After that, I am searching for Zephyr with Zephyr keyword. Okay. Then after searching, I'll get the options here. I need to select the test management for Jira. Just I clicked on this one. After clicking here, you will get try it for free. If you click on try it for free, then it will means you are able to get some option like add. Okay, so you will click on add, then you will get after some time, after 2 to 3 minutes, you will get success message. Then you will see this one like added. Okay, now go to apps. Here you are able to see Zephyr scale your apps. Under your apps, it got listed. Zephyr scale got listed. Okay, so this is what means this is the procedure to add the Zephyr plugin to Jira. Okay, so once Zephyr tool got added, just I am going to Jira software now, and I am clicking on my project, or I am selecting my project easy cart here. In this navigation, here you are able to see this Zephyr scale. Already I added, right? So after adding, you are able to see that plugin here. Means it will be listed here. Okay, so now our Zephyr plugin added or got added to the Jira, or we have integrated Zephyr plugin to our Jira tool. Okay, now Zephyr is ready for our use. Okay, now what we need to do? Project from top navigation, Zephyr scale from left navigation, enable Zephyr for current project. Same here. Go to project, then in the left navigation, just click on Zephyr scale. Okay, after clicking on Zephyr scale, just select the project. Okay, first time when you click on this one, it will ask for the project, for which project you want to enable this Zephyr scale plugin. Okay, so already I enabled for my project. Okay, when I click on this one, it will show the details here, and it will ask for the project to select. I selected easy card. Okay, so okay, so that already it got added. So here it is asking, would you like to show your in-app notifications? Okay, just as of now I am saying like no. Okay, here Zephyr scale is currently disabled for the project easy cart. So here click here to enable. Means already I added Zephyr scale to my Jira, but I have not enabled this Zephyr scale plugin to my project, current project, so that it is asking whether you want to enable. Okay, so it is disabled now. Now I need to enable. So just click on this, click here to enable. I am clicking on click here to enable link. Just I click. So now it got enabled for my project. Okay, it got enabled for my project. Now, next step is test case writing. Writing the actual step now starts, that is writing the test case. How to write the test case? Project, Zephyr scale, new test case, and create the test case by entering the necessary details. Here, the same thing. What I did, I come to my project, then I click on Zephyr scale. After clicking on Zephyr scale, here there is an option called test case. Just click on test case. Okay, then here there is an option called new test case. You click on this new test case. Just I am clicking on new test case. Once I click on new test case, or here is also there is an option called create a test case. Okay, just I am clicking on test case. Okay, so create a test case. What I did, I went to Zephyr. Okay, Zephyr scale. Here I clicked on new test case. Okay, just I clicked on new test case. It will take some time. Okay, we'll wait for create new test case. Wait for some time. It will open with the interface to create the new test case. Let's wait for that. Okay, here it got opened. Okay, so this is the interface. Then what we can do, just it is asking for the details. Just give a name. Okay, uh, verify the verify that the user is able to search for a product or item, you can say. Okay, so this is my test case name. Okay, objective same, verifying. I am verifying that whether user is able to search for a product. Okay, next precondition. What is the precondition? Precondition means if I want to search for a product and add that item to the cart in my easy cart application, I should have valid credentials. Okay, valid credentials. Credentials means valid username and password should be there for that user to perform that searching activity. Okay, next details. If you want to have the details, okay, priority, everything. Okay, this is high priority component. If you want to select, you can select if it is there. Okay, and owner, I am the owner. I am writing this test case, right? So I am the owner. And if you want to select the specific folder, you can select if there is a folder. Otherwise, that is fine. Next, you go to test script. Details is done. Next, test script. Here, step one. This is the step one. So what is the step one? What I need to do? Just open the www.easycart.com. Okay. So test data. This is the test data. Means this URL is the test data. Expected result. Easy cart login page. Login page should be displayed. Should be displayed. Okay, when I enter this or when I open this URL, then what should happen? EasyCart login page should be opened or should be displayed. Okay. Next. Next here, when editing the last tab, press tab to add new one. Press tab to add new one. Just I am pressing the tab. Add step. Okay, here there is an option called add step. You can add next step. Next step. What is the next step? Enter valid username and password. Okay. Expected result. User should be able to enter valid user name and password. Okay. Next, add next step. What is the next step? Click on login button. Okay. What is the next step? Clicking on the login button. So what is the expected one? What should be the result? User should be navigated to or landed on dashboard page. Next step, enter a search key with minimum 3 characters. Item should be searched for entered keyword. Okay. If you want to mention the data like here, real me. Okay. That is the precondition of the data. Next, save. Okay. Now my test case is complete. Okay. These are my steps to verify that functionality. Means I should be able to log in. I should means able to log in with valid username password. Then I should be able to enter some key and I should be able to search for the product. Okay. Then click on save. Now my test case is saved. Okay. Our test case is saved. If you want to add one more test case, you can add. Otherwise, this is sufficient. Okay. Now I created my test case. How I created? I went to project and Zephyr new test case and I clicked on create test case and entered necessary details like steps, precondition, and who is the owner and priority and all everything I have given, and I created my test case by adding the steps. Okay, next I need to create the test cycle. If you want to execute that test case, now you need to create the test cycle. Okay. When you create the test cycle, then only means you can add that test case to the cycle, then you can execute the test case and you can make it as a pass or fail. Okay. So now, so what is the procedure or steps to create the test cycle? Just project Jupyter scale test cycle. Okay. Now what I need to do? I need to go to project. Okay. First, let me come from the first so that it will be easy to understand. Just I am going to Jira software. Okay. Here I am selecting my project. Okay. Then I am selecting Zephyr scale. Okay. Zephyr scale. In this, there is a option called test cycle. Okay. We have created test case by using test case tab. Okay. Now there is a tab called test cycle. Just click on this test cycle. After clicking on this one, what you can do? You can create a test cycle. Just click on this test cycle. Create test cycle. Okay. Let me click one more time. It is this plugin given some problem. Okay, I should be able to have a patience to deal with this Zephyr scale. Okay, in real time it will not happen, but here this is free version, right? So there are so many things. Just we need to bear. Okay, just I'm clicking on create a test cycle. Let's wait for some time. Okay, so now I am able to see this, right? Okay, cycle. Okay, finally we got this create test cycle interface. Okay, here click to the type the name. Okay, cycle one. Just I am giving easy cart search cycle 001. Okay, this is my name, description, search test case execution. Okay, that is the description. Okay, just I am explaining search test case as a part of this cycle. Okay, next folder, we don't have any folder, status not executed yet. Okay, so version nothing, iteration nothing as of now. Owner is Sharan Reddy and it is planned start date is today and planned end date is today. Okay, because just I started. Next, click on save. Okay, here as a part of this, I can add test case. Okay, so here this is the test cycle I have created. Then for this test cycle, I need to add the test case. Okay, so I am adding the test case by clicking on this. Okay, now I am in this cycle. Okay, in this cycle, I am able to see the test case, and here in front of test cases, there is a count called that is 0. Okay, so I need to add the test case. Okay, at least one test case. Click on test case. Here you are able to see this interface adding test cases. Okay, just click on this. Here there is a test case, right? Verify that the user is able to search for a product. Just select this one and click on add. I have added this test case to the cycle. Okay, now my test case get added to the cycle. Okay, now what I need to do? Now I created the test cycle and I added my test case to the cycle. Now I need to execute the test case. Execute the test case means after testing the functionality, whether the test case get passed or failed, I need to mark that whether means to passed or to failed, so that I can track which test case is passed and which test case is failed. Okay, so what I need to do, just go to Zephyr scale, then test case, click on specific test case already added to the test cycle.